He took showers with the other pros and came out of there and said, oh my God.
He's going to get a third term. So Trump 28. Trump is going to be president in 28. And people just ought to get accommodated with that.
If you can, and you're halfway there. Unfortunately, the other half of the way is out the door because you're fired.
I don't know why we have to give money to countries that hate us.
And the best part of this plan is, no one can stop me.
I help you find your friends, and you help me fix it, so I can leave this planet forever.
I'm just a visitor.
Yes, he came back. The Terminator had already gone through.
You're lucky I came back in time.
Yeah, well, welcome to the new world, Grandpa.
AOL's DeeKnow, here we are with another video. Let's go!
Ayo, what's good? It's DeeKnow, and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everyone is doing well today. Y'all know what it is, so let's hop right into it. Okay.
The worst show on television.
That's some wild AI right there, man.
If you say anything about Charlie Kirk online that your employer does not like and they fire you, there may not be much you can do about that. My name is Paige Sparks, I'm an employment lawyer, and this makes my eye twitch, misstated all over the internet. You don't have an absolute freedom of speech against everyone for everything. Your constitutional rights, like the Bill of Rights, which includes the First Amendment freedom of speech, primarily protects you from the government, not against individual people or private entities. The U.S. Constitution limits the government's power. It is not meant to regulate private behavior in between people or in between businesses that have nothing to do with the government. I'll give you an example. If you make a public post online saying, fuck the government, a cop cannot show up at your door and arrest you for saying that. That is a violation of your First Amendment freedom of speech. As an employer, I'm a private entity. I have nothing to do with the government. So if my wonderful law clerk says, fuck Paige Sparks online on a public post, I could fire her for that and there's nothing she could do. There are, of course, some exceptions, like if a private entity is acting on behalf of the government, or if you are a municipal employee and technically you have a government entity employer. But in general, you only have the freedom of speech protected against the government, not other people. I have actually sued the government before for violations of freedom of speech. Speech does not have to be just spoken to be protected. Actions can be considered speech too, like burning the flag, or if you flash your lights to warn other people of a cop sitting on the side of the road, that is also protected speech. Comment to let me know what other questions you have about the law. If you see people saying this incorrectly online, now you know.
Kaboom.
Oh, no. That's wrong.
Doing whatever my followers say until I say no.
Whoa.
Stop it. Get some help.
Buddy, no, don't do that.
Okay guys, this is one of the most insane lightning strobing events I have seen in quite
That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I can't imagine being outside with it like that. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely some sort of war going on in space right there. For entertainment purposes only.
And here it is, Tyrone. An enormous piece of pure white chalk rock. Perfect for whatever you'd like to do with it. I love pictures?
His face, dude.
So you're just showing that to employees? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the reason for this stuff? I see their pictures. Like, are you able to talk to me about it, or? Okay. I'm lost. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
That's a joke, ain't it, Blakey?
Okay. Okay, I get the point of the book. You can put the book down. So what are the purposes of the pictures?
Like the point is to show people, and then you like to don't talk.
That cop was so confused, dude. That's amazing.
Alright. I say, when we down, mom, we had to pop by that and shut up. Capaz como en padre me acuerdo, una mujer que yo temía, que se me murió.
Ridiculous. I've never been to a silent rave, but that kind of makes me want to go to one, honestly. Wow, he dug a hole that big for himself? Poor turtle. I like turtles.
Crack his like my girl.
No, he's so scared. Oh, you guys didn't just carry him over there while he flapped his arms around. Poor turtle, he's scared. He's like deathly terrified, super tired. There you go. Well, it looks like he made it. Good on you guys for getting that turtle unstuck and sending him back along the way he needs to be. Okay, man.
It's very nice.
So a new army witness has come forward. So, former intelligence officer Kyson Best shares his UFO experience, and I quote, "Massive, perfectly still elliptical object. The panels on the object seem to be moving and rippling. I can relate to being a caveman and seeing an iPhone for the first time. It was just a shocking object. Check this out."
Of the mountain, and when we got to the top of the hill, already over the mountain and kind of naturally in our field of view when we got to that location was the UAP. It's hard to describe. Even now, just a few years later, it was unlike anything that I frankly could have made up, and I'm not the most creative person, but it was a massive perfectly still elliptical object, and the stillness was just shocking. Like it was almost tied to a fixed point in space. I would guess maybe 300 feet at least. Elliptical like this, white in color, comprised of these uniform panels that seemed to be all pentagons, but were all irregularly shaped. They were joined at the seams, the linear seams, and these irregularly shaped but uniform in area pentagonal panels were like a mother of pearl or a white ceramic color. And it was a perfect sunny Colorado bluebird day, 50 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and you could see these panels move as they kind of glisten in the sun. And again, they were kind of seamed at the linear edges of all of them. It was in a pattern that just did not make sense. You could see the panels that comprise the objects kind of rippling. You could see the edges of the object like move as the panels rippled. But the object itself was perfectly stationary. It was a humbling experience. I mean, this object was just so unlike anything I could have ever imagined. Like, I can relate to the whole thought process of being a caveman and seeing an iPhone for the first time. It was just a shocking object. Just the engineering of it was incredible. Like, this thing was beautifully designed, but almost incomprehensible.
Hey, look, I know it sounds unreal, but that's what makes it so good.
I'm not entirely sure, mate, but more and more information that keeps coming forward, new whistleblowers, things of that nature. The whole situation's just getting kind of funky now, and people can't ignore it for too much longer.
Y'all leave some comments down below about the crazy stuff that you guys have seen in the sky. I've seen some pretty crazy things myself. So, I don't know, I kind of believe what dude was saying. He's making a pretty convincing argument. He doesn't have too many details, so it doesn't sound like it's made up or anything. And he was in the military, verifiably. So, I don't know, I kind of believe him. But you guys let me know. Ooh. Ooh, at least you kept it from flipping, bro. Good job. That would be terrifying. Hydroplaning.
That's some nice driving there, cowboy.
What's the purpose of what you're doing? Brother, just cut the tree down. What are you doing? Are you, like, playing with the chainsaw? Okay, I guess, but that just seems like a whole lot of unnecessary work. We would just cut that wedge out and cut the tree down, man. We wouldn't go through all that. AI is good for us, everyone. AI will deliver you your food and little robots. No, AI doesn't cause any problems.
Oh, no, yay!
Right now, Republicans are trying to expose and get people fired from their jobs if they mocked Charlie Kirk's death on social media. Now, let me be clear, I don't think anybody should be mocking it, but aren't the Republicans the ones who decried cancel culture for years? And now they're engaging in cancel culture? Some on the right have called for aggressive punishment of anyone seen condoning his assassination. Former advisor to Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, called for mass arrests.
Alright, so before we go any further, you stop it right there. You stop it right there. Both sides are guilty of playing this game. Both sides are guilty of playing this game. Both sides are part of the cancel culture. Cancel culture is just something that shouldn't exist in the first place, all right? Now, moving along.
And a crackdown on universities, while Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has directed staff to identify and discipline service members who mocked it. And you're already seeing this take place in different parts of the country. For example, in airlines, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy called for the firing of American Airlines pilots accused of celebrating his death. He said, quote, "The pilots were immediately grounded and removed from service." Delta also announced it had suspended employees pending an investigation after they shared social media posts that went beyond healthy debate. It's happening at schools and universities too. A school district in Idaho said it fired an employee who allegedly posted a video online. The school district did not elaborate on the contents of the video, but said that it was shocked and saddened. There's now actually a website where people are compiling people's social media posts, their names, their employers, and things like that to expose them. So let me reiterate it again so Republicans don't get it twisted. I do not think people should be mocking it. I don't think people should be condoning it. But the Republicans yelled for years about cancel culture and not engaging in it, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
And you're engaging in, what do we call it? Semantic argument, which has no holds bar and no merit to anything that we're talking about here or that your entire video is about. You're literally arguing a semantic argument that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Thank you. Moving along.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now,
well, then don't do that. What are we seeing here, everyone? That when somebody has an accident like this happen, and then you go online and you make fun of them when it's just, what kind of person do you have to be to make fun of a death? You see repercussions for it. Good.
Don't do drugs.
People should be held responsible for the words that they say, whether it be online, out in public, or indirectly in someone's face. You should be held responsible for the things that you say. I don't care what anybody thinks. If you don't like it, you can leave. I don't care.
White people didn't invent slavery. In fact, they were the first to end it. Yet somehow, saying this is controversial. Watch what happens when someone says it out loud.
The reason there is no slavery in the world today, I mean there's a lot of slavery in the world today, but in the parts of the world where there is no slavery, is because the British Empire ended it. That's why there is no slavery. That is... well, look, the fact that you are uneducated about history doesn't mean it's funny. So let me educate you now.
True.
Let me educate you now. Let me educate you now. I know that the woke narrative and the anti-Western narrative on slavery... Well, you're not practicing free speech very well, are you? You're not practicing free speech very well, are you? The moment I say something you don't like, you're not practicing free speech very well, are you, sir?
Let's be clear. Slavery is evil, but it's an ancient human evil, practiced by everyone, to everyone. 4 years ago, I went to Ghana. I stood in a slave dungeon where people who looked like me sold people who looked like me to white people. But long before Europeans began the transatlantic slave trade, there was a trans-Saharan slave trade. For over 1,000 years, brown Arab slavers sold millions of black Africans across the Sahara. Then came the Barbary slave trade. In North Africa, Arab and African raiders captured and sold over 1 million white Christian Europeans. China, Korea, Japan, India, every one of them practiced slavery. Europeans did take slavery to another scale when they came to Africa. But it's not because they were more evil, it's because they had the technology to commit evil on an industrial scale. So, which major power stopped slavery first? The British, in large part because of pro-human Christian values. The same values America was founded on. The same values that drove white Americans to fight other white Americans to free black Americans in the Civil War. Values missing in places like Libya, where today you can buy a human being for $400. White people aren't better than anyone else, but they're also not worse. Yet, some black people are taught to hate white people, and many white people are taught to hate themselves. We keep pretending evil has a color, as if less melanin means less morality. That lie makes us ignore history and fuels racial hatred. Right now, much of that hatred is aimed at white people. But why should black or brown people care? Because hatred is a hot coal that we hold in our hand, waiting to throw at another. It burns them, but it burns us too. It turns every problem into white supremacy while defending black degeneracy. And when the pendulum swings back, white people react with hostility, and then they defend white degeneracy. The only way out of this is to stop making morality about the color of people.
Kaboom, 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 kaboom.
Right.
Because in our capacity for good and evil, we are all equals.
Yes.
If you're tired of lies about history, subscribe to my Substack. I cover the stories the mainstream media won't touch. I cut through media bias and teach you how to do it too. The link is in my bio, so drop your email and get exclusive videos I can't post anywhere else.
Thank you, Kaizen. That's some good information that I think needed to be heard by a lot of people.
I believe in God. You liberals to the left, mocking the murder of an innocent man, keep that same energy when you leave your house. Wear something that says you are that person, because
I'm okay with abortion for rape, incest, and life of the mother. Let's make it illegal in the other circumstances. Would you agree?
How are we going to be able to term that all the time, though? Because what if it wasn't consensual? What if the individual was drunk, but they're married? Let's say they're married and they got raped.
You can get a rape. Again, you keep on interrupting me, but you can report rape as a crime. You can also do a blood test to find out if it's incest. But 99.9% of all abortions are not rape and not incest and not life of the mother. How did that woman get pregnant in those certain situations? Did she just walk through campus and it just appeared and all of a sudden a baby is in her uterus? Or did she do something to decide to potentially have a child?
Sex, but also contraceptives sometimes don't always
work.
Got
it. So, but hold on a second. Shouldn't you take responsibility for your orgasms?
I don't think those men can make me come.
I love you, Charlie, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, again, outside of that statement, I'm not even sure how to take that, to be honest.
Yeah,
you brought
like
up
how?
orgasms.
Okay.
So?
Shouldn't you take responsibility for the sex that you have?
Yeah, you should take responsibility for the sex that you have. I don't care what anyone has to tell me about that. If it's intentional and you did it because you wanted to, then you need to take responsibility for what could come out of it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
I think it sends a message. You're not going to get your car back if you participate in this type of behavior.
Oh. No. I'm sorry, dude. That was a nice Durango.
Hey, look, man. I'm loving it. People getting fired, getting kicked out of school. I'm loving every minute of this shit, right? They cannot control their emotions. Charlie Kirk is dead. His family is fucking mourning. But yet, you folks cannot control your emotions. I mean, it makes my day to see a professor getting fired. It makes my day when I see a person getting kicked out of school because they can't control the emotions. Want to continue to talk shit about Charlie Kirk. Leave this man alone. Whatever he said, it was his fucking opinion. It's his. We all have opinions the way we feel. He's like, oh man, it's cancel culture. Oh, the Republicans, they were crying a couple years ago, and now they doing the same thing to us. You damn right. It's a Republican turn. Cancel culture. You guys are bad people. You guys are mean. You are bad. So every day, I go to YouTube. I see another teacher, another professor getting fired. I smile. When they come to TikTok and they start crying, these women start crying about why they lost their job and they didn't mean anything, I smile. Because control your fucking emotions.
Right.
Keep going. To see a person You coming on the internet, on TikTok, talking shit about Charlie Kirk's death, knowing that 2 days ago somebody got fired, and they do the same shit. I don't give a fuck. Good. I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
Millionaire mindset.
I'm with you.
I'm loving this shit, man. I don't know about you guys. To watch these Democrats squirm and cry every day online about freedom of speech, shut the fuck up.
Please.
No, you're a professional. You don't do that. And I'm loving that shit. You're fired.
Well, the problem with all these TikTokers and social media influencers is that they all think that they're the most important thing and that nothing else outside of them matters. And then when reality hits them, they go on there and start crying about it. I'm with you, brother. Amen. Praise Jesus that there's so many woke minds that are actually awake, not just on that agenda woke.
They told us it was just ice, but look at this.
AI. Pretty cool though.
This girl was fired after being publicly doxxed and people calling into her work, letting her bosses know that she was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. She mentioned that it got so bad that even some of her coworkers were being harassed, people calling the business, harassing them, harassing her, so they had to let her go. Now, since then, she posted a video online of her crying over her newly lost job.
Oh, boo-hoo.
GoFundMe and made over $4,000 in 20 minutes.
Right. Like,
she's made now, but it really seems like the new civil war is not what people thought it would be. It's people calling into people's work to get them fired, hoping that they can destroy them financially instead of physically.
Today, I've contacted over 700 different employers of people who've been celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder.
On one side, we have the right-wing police who are getting people fired for celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, and we have crying liberals on the left.
And I'm not going to let this silence me, and I don't know what you MAGA losers thought you were going to get.
But what do you guys think about all this?
First off, don't call me a MAGA loser. That makes you a loser for being assumptive. And what do you have to do to spell the word assume? You gotta make an ass, not only out of you, but then me, because I gotta respond to you for that statement. What? That better be AI.
This just came on the whole sidewalk. Yo, this bitch crazy as shit. Hey, Stamp. Yo, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Look, this bitch. All right, bro. Get off the porch, yo. We out, we out, we out. Yo, watch out, 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 watch out. Watch out, everybody, watch out. Dumbass. You dumb as shit. Fuck is you doing? Oh, I can't believe this motherfucker, bro.
Oh my word. They're over there saying it's all about a dude. What'd she do? Find out that her man got a new girlfriend and then come over there and try to do that? Well, I know it couldn't have been her car. She must have had to borrow that car or something. Now she's gonna make up some excuse. Yeah, that's another angle of that video from the other day where it was showing the roadway in. This is a down on the ground level angle, whereas the one we saw originally was up on the highway. Wow. See, I didn't even know that burnt down, y'all. I'm like, so I didn't even notice.
Hey, can you film my friend and I, please?
Why? All right, I have no words.
This is never before released surveillance footage of a full-blown gunfight happening on the streets of Minneapolis, Nicollet and 19th.
Wow.
In the middle of high-density housing.
I've been up there before.
It's a face-off between enemies taking their war to the streets. Computer analysis documents 65 gunshots in 48 seconds.
Yo, what is this, a movie?
This is what's becoming the new normal.
That's wild. It's like something straight out of a movie.
We're throttled down and throttled back up.
Was icing on the cake.
So it exploded, and they're like, woo, what a waste of money.
You received intelligence that suggests that there are perhaps deep water alien bases right now sitting on the ocean floor on this planet. Is that accurate?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Can you go into more detail? How long have they been here? Where are they?
Well, I'm extrapolating all this with my East Tennessee vernacular. So we've got five or six deep water areas of our oceans. We actually know more about the surface of the moon than we do about these areas. And these are areas where we have a high frequency of UFO or UAP sightings. We've had naval folks have told me pretty high up that they've actually tracked these things. Now, we have stuff that can go underwater probably 30 to 40 miles an hour, maybe something a little faster that the Chinese haven't stole from us yet. And we've tracked things big as a football field going 200 miles an hour. Now, I realize in the water you extrapolate that to knots and all that, but just for good old East Tennessee common sense, 200 miles an hour is something the size of a football field. And we don't know what it is. And these are in these areas. So, yeah. There's something going on there, and whether it's something that's been here for millennial or whatever, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm kind of like Dr. Loeb. I love to study this kind of stuff. It's the scientific material there he's the one that just disclosed some things that were found that were extraterrestrial in our oceans, and he's brave enough, I believe, to come forward with those. So I'm looking forward to some more talks about this, but I think I've kicked the hornet's nest because it was just in a casual conversation with a blogger, and I discussed it. It wasn't in a classified setting, so I could talk about it. But I always remember the last thing this one high-ranking official told me as he left my office. He was right close to me as I am to my phone in my barn right now, and he said, "Tim, they're real."
Tim, they're real. That dude on the left, that whole video, sure looked like an ET himself. I don't know, that smile was pretty crazy. Looked like a skin suit. Oh, that's weird.
What the hell? What's that cool name? It's okay, it's good, Gekko. Don't scare. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. It's okay. Be quiet. Don't scream, be quiet, don't be scared. Louie! Louie, this is my house! You're not there! Jacob, don't scream. Be quiet, don't be scared.
Yeah, don't scream, don't be scared. He looks terrified. I mean, I probably would have been too if I were a kid and something like that was happening. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's real or fake? I think it's probably fake.
If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed.
I've been telling people about this.
If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated is abyssal with all the warheads. We call it 61 because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus 1 hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted. I hope Washington has learned the lesson.
If I kidnap you, am I your homie?
Hell no.
If I fuck your girl, am I your homie?
No.
If I take money from you without you knowing, am I your homie?
Have you done that before or not?
I'm asking you.
Okay, no.
Just answer it.
No.
So all the 3 things I just named, am I your homie for doing that to you?
Hell no.
Because you can't put a weight on the comparison. So did I tell on my homies?
No.
Exactly. That's answer your question. Damn. Fuck this nigga so good.
Damn, he actually set that up perfectly. He's right.
That's actually a good setup right there.
No blinker? Oh. There's your second. There's your second one right there.
What the?
I don't need to. You didn't use a blinker. You're not gonna treat me like this. I'm calling to you blocked my traffic. You blocked me from going through, and I have that right. What's your badge number?
3180.
All right, get your supervisor here right now. Okay, for what? Because I'm a taxpayer, and that's what I said.
Okay.
Get your supervisor here right now.
Okay. Can I help you with something?
Yep. Because your professionalism and how you just drove and how I have it on camera, I want your supervisor here. I'm a taxpayer. You can do your job right. Turn your body cam on. All right, get your supervisor. I'm giving you a citizen. I'm giving you a ticket right now. You didn't use your blinker. You're blocking traffic.
He didn't think he was going to get that far.
You're still blocking traffic. Get your supervisor here now. Get your supervisor here now.
If you keep yelling and pointing your finger at me, you're going to be detained in handcuffs. Okay? Because if you attempt
Give me your card.
If you attempt to approach me,
I have that right. I have that right.
To do what?
Get your supervisor here, boss.
I need to tell him what you need him for.
I want to make a complaint on you for blocking traffic, and then for you not using your blinker, and for you driving erratically. Get your supervisor. I don't need to say no more to you and to your supervisor here. Federally, if you're violating my rights, I'm gonna give me your card right now.
I'm just trying to ask.
Give me your card right now and give me your supervisor. Do your job. You know me.
I mean, bro, you didn't have to be so like.
My purse?
Yeah.
That means I'm first.
Oh, congrats on being first at Chili's.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm.
What are you doing?
So, I mean, I don't know. Kind of a lose-lose situation there.
Uber?
Yeah.
Is your Uber?
Nah, it's actually not.
Oh, it's not? That's not for Jake? No. Oh, shit.
It's all good, bro.
Should I give me a ride, though?
I'm low-key waiting for my buddy to get back with some beer, but where you going?
I was trying to go to this fat bitch's crib and get cracked.
Pretty young. She like to pop.
Get in the back.
And this, ladies, is how men become best friends. And for the women who are watching this, I'm not even joking. We are truly this simple because the bro code is still the bro code, bro. Even for a random stranger.
He not wrong, though.
No, because I'm not afraid of a challenge.
This is why so many officers out there are hated by people in the United States, because of officers like this guy, a constable in the Woodlands, Texas, who claimed he got hit by a car and the guy sped off. So he says he gets hit by a car, ends up breaking his leg or something like that, and they go find the guy, track him down to his apartment, they arrest him, throw him in jail, $30,000 bond and all that stuff. And then a bystander sees it on the news or whatever and says, wait, I got dash cam footage of that, of what actually happened. And you see the officer, the car's nowhere near him, the car pulls out of a line of cars and starts driving by. The cop runs up to the car and boots it as hard as he can and breaks his leg as the car drives by. Cop completely lied about that. His partner backed him up and lied, because you can see the partner sees exactly what happened, lied about it too. And so they locked this guy up for a bit. Prosecutors end up dropping the charges and giving him like a $200 fine or something.
Good.
For pulling out a line, which is fine with me as far as that goes. But what happened to the officer? Not a damn thing as far as I can see. We're doing an internal investigation. Definitely no charges against him. Internal investigation to see what happened, blah, blah, blah. You straight up lied to get a man locked up in jail with a $30,000 fine, your bond. Your partner lied about it too, and not a damn thing happens to you. The Woodlands, Texas, man, largest HOA place, by the way, in the United States, or one of them, 120,000 residents. kind of that petty tyrant mentality, I suppose. Man, this is ridiculous.
Who is this for?
That's just creepy.
هذا القلب كله كسر لك.
Oh, that poor dude. That's gotta suck, man. I feel so bad for him. Alright, so we got one more. Jesus. Talk about nuts. Alright. Crazy videos, man. Alright, well, that's all we got for today, everybody. I hope that y'all had a good time hanging out and watching these videos. I had a pretty good time hanging out watching these videos. We had a lot of short videos today, and a lot of them were pretty funny. Some of them were pretty serious, but you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who come through. I appreciate all of you who chat. I appreciate all of you who leave comments. I appreciate all of you who hit that like button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit the subscription button and hit the bell, so that way you can get notified every time I post up a new video or I make an update. Again, like I said, I appreciate all of you. You know, we had a great time. We've been having a great time here on this channel, and I look forward to the places we're gonna go with this channel. So I hope that all of you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be for you, and until next time, peace.